So you were saying that when you started playing under Witchtrap thrash metal, you were playing with black metal bands? Did the audience get it? Did they understand? Did they appreciate it, or were they all like, "What's this?"
About I was saying, I like the old school black metal. When we start to play with bands that play black metal, we realized people like our music because it was different. Yeah. So people find something great in Witchtrap because we play so kind of raw sound of black metal, and our lyrics are different than all metal bands in Colombia because almost all metal bands, death metal bands in Colombia, play about politicians and our situation because narco traffic kill people, and
so it gets boring after a while.
So we are very influenced. That's why I take all the theme we are talking about, because we love Venom, we love destruction, battery, and we play that kind of lyrics. You know what I mean?
One of the things that I want to point out is, and I noticed with bands that are abroad, is the fact that because of the struggle to get that music, the dedication is somewhat more than, say, here in the United States, where everything comes here. Be that as it may, how are the audiences receiving you now that you're on this recent tour?
But the people here in the U.S.?
Yeah.
It's kind of impressive because, well, actually, all the times that we've been here, this is the third time we're touring here. We're impressed because there's a lot of energy and passion from
you have a following. People know who you are, man.
Yeah, but it's like, oh wait, holy shit, what the fuck is happening here? We're just a Colombian band, and people is like they become really wild when we're playing, and that's cool. Obviously, that's cool, but it impresses us a lot because. It's like normal when we play in Colombia, and we've been playing for more than 20 years, and Colombia is a very good thrash venue, for saying it in some way. But when we travel so long to be here, and we find that not only Latin people, but North American metalheads are just liking our style and everything. It is good. It's very good, yeah.
One of the things that I wanted to point out is I got to see you last year when you came and you played in a very underground venue. One of the things that I enjoyed was the energy of the band. In other words, let me explain. A lot of times you see a band and they're just up there doing, trying to get through the show. What I like about Witchtrap is the fact that not only do you enjoy yourselves playing, but you're into it. Like, you really enjoy what you're doing, and it's very refreshing for me because, as I mentioned before, I see a lot of bands that are just kind of up there trying to get through the set and worried about getting paid. Okay? Do you think that dedication and that fire is inspiring bands here in the United States? Because there's a whole new market now. A lot of your audience is very young. So now here you come from Colombia, bringing back that fire to a whole new audience. Do you agree with this opinion?
I have seen that North American metalheads are focused their inspiration in Latin America metal bands. I have seen a lot of people talking about Sarcófago when Sarcófago was a very underground band. I mean, they are mainstream, obviously, but it's a band that, from my point of view, I think people has forgot about Sarcófago, and it's weird for me that seeing old people is taking a look to Latin American bands because we have the raw energy, a deepest dedication, and I found that amazing. Amazing because it's like a new renaissance of metal in North America. I can say some. I can say something because I used to be into the metal scene, listen new bands, and I found when 10 years ago, maybe a little bit more, that metal bands from the United States were stopped, you know. Yeah. And
you're right. I agree.
but right now I have seen good metal bands from this metal scene, I mean from North America, and I found that amazing because metal heads around the world needs to a new view of metal has to be done, and metal has to be done as early days in all genders. You know what I mean? So it's great. It's great to see the metal people in the United States are doing the metal as I love it. You know, I found that fucking great.
New music. Are you working on new music? Because the last record you put out was in 2015. New music. Are you working on any new music? Will there be any new Witchtrap music coming out?
Well, actually, we have a couple of songs and some ideas.
Yeah.
We're working on them, but not too dedicated, right? For now, we have some shows. We have to end this tour. You know, we're still like 10 shows more.
Yeah.
And but right away after we are back in Colombia, we will start focusing on writing new music and you know growing some ideas but
even we have a kind of busy schedule in Colombia. Even we are going back to playing more shows in October, and but we have some ideas. We used to play guitar all the time, and that's why we fix all the music when we go to the rehearsal. So we have some ideas for the new album, and I think we are going to keep the same feeling of the last one, and
That's good.
and something like Sorcerer's Beast 2. So
maybe our next album will be on next year, but I don't know the date. I
Yeah,
don't
we
know
don't know
anything
the
more.
date.
Right now, you're just preparing,
Yeah.
but you possibly maybe next year.
and right now we have a home studio. We are doing almost the last 3 albums we have recorded in our home, so we have all the time to make a good pre-production and post-production in the way to find the sound we love and we like. Sometimes when you work with a big media, you know, they try to standardize your sound, and we don't like to sound like them. We just like to sound as we like.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Here we go. Colombia. Witchtrap. Bringing back the fire, bringing back the dedication, and kicking not only the young people's ass, but an old fucker like myself. One of the things that I want to mention is this. When you realize the impact of music that it has on your life, it is such a monumental moment that it takes you away from pressures of society, pressures of being oppressed by police or the government, in some cases maybe even the suffering aspect of not having enough food. Here's the deal. You appreciate music, and when you dedicate your life to music, not only do you maintain that fuel that inspires the next generation around the world, but you stay humble and you stay true. Both these gentlemen, not only are they humble, not only are they true, but they're kicking ass all over the world, not just Colombia. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me, and we're out.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.